Did you know that Russian Santa doesn't have a sleigh or reindeer, but has a granddaughter instead? And that Russians place their holiday presents under the New Year's tree? And that Russian Christmas is not even in December? Keep watching this video for fun facts about traditional Russian Christmas. Fun fact number 1. Russians celebrate their Christmas, Рождество, on January the 7th and not December 25th. The reason for that is a different calendar, calendar. Most countries in Europe used the Julian calendar, proposed by Julius Caesar before current era. And then in the 16th century, Pope Gregory XIII suggested a new calendar to fix some problems with the old one. So most countries switched to the new Gregorian calendar over centuries. Russia switched to that calendar in 1918, but Russian Orthodox Church remained on the old calendar. And in the Julian calendar, December 25th is 2 weeks later. So that's why Russians celebrate Christmas on January the 7th, 7 января. The word Christmas, Рождество, has the same root as words родиться, to be born, родить, to give birth, рождение, birth, день рождения, birthday, Рождество, Jesus Christ's birthday. Fun fact number 2. Russian Santa, Father Frost, or in Russian Дед Мороз, does not come on Christmas Day. He comes on New Year's Day. And the reason for that is in Russian history. Soviet Union did not allow any religions. Atheism was a state policy. And in 1929, Christmas was banned. Christmas tree was banned at the same time. However, in 1935, all Christmas celebrations were moved to New Year's. And since then, Russians have a New Year's tree, and Santa comes and brings presents on December 31st. Ded Moroz doesn't have a sleigh or reindeer. He walks with a walking stick, and he has a granddaughter, Снегурочка. What's the history behind that? Снегурочка existed in Russian folklore for a long time. And according to that story, an older couple who couldn't have children made a little girl out of snow, снег, and named her Снегурочка. In the original story, it had no relationship with Ded Moroz. However, in the 19th century, a play was written, and that was the first time that the connection was made, and Снегурочка became a granddaughter of Ded Moroz. Then an opera was created, and it was very, very popular, and it was based on the play. Thus, since the 19th century, Ded Moroz has a helper, his granddaughter, внучка, Снегурочка, who comes with him to all the holidays in Russia. In 1991, Christmas was reinstated, and now it's a national holiday. But after decades of having all the holiday festivities on New Year's, the tradition remained, and Christmas is now simply a religious holiday. Рождество is the second most important holiday after Easter in the Russian Orthodox calendar, and there is a 40-day fast preceding the holiday. It's not very strict. You're not allowed to eat meat, but there are several days when you can eat fish and dairy. It ends on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, you're not supposed to eat anything until the first star. And there's a special dish that is recommended to break the fast with. The dish is called kutya, and it's made with grains and sweets. Grains symbolize eternal life, and sweets represent health, prosperity, and well-being. In old days, after the family enjoyed kutia, they went and shared it with neighbors and other family members who didn't share their household. This is one thing that was done on Christmas Eve. Рождественский сочельник. Another thing that many people used to do would be wear costumes and sing Christmas carols. Колядки. They would be rewarded with food or money. Another tradition that sometimes takes place on сочельник is fortune telling, гадание. A lot of single young ladies, even these days, try to find out what their future husband is going to be like. So you can ask for him to appear in your dream before you go to bed. Another thing that you can do is go outside at midnight on Christmas Day and ask the first man that you see for his name. And supposedly that will be the name of your future husband.
This is your wedding day.
On Сочельник, Russian Orthodox Church, Русская Православная Церковь, offers different services, but the main one is of course all-night vigil, всеночная, which starts at 11 p.m. and goes into the early morning hours. If you decide to go to церковь, there are a couple of traditions that you need to be aware of. The first one is for women to cover their heads with scarves and wear longer skirts. Also, in Russian Orthodox Church, there are no benches. It is a tradition to stand, and the exception is made for seniors, pregnant women, children, and sick people. Christmas services from the biggest cathedral in Russia, Храм Христа Спасителя, are televised, and the recent presidents and higher officials have been attending these services. Just like in many other countries, people in Russia get a long holiday break, Navagony каникулы, but it starts on December 31st and usually lasts 10 days.
What?
Most people are off during this time, and Рождество is part of these holidays. And this is the last fun fact, because Russians don't have a Christmas tree, рождественская елка, but they have a New Year's tree, новогодняя елка. Most Russians set it up the week before New Year's, and they keep it all the way through Old New Year's, Старый Новый год, which again, based on that old calendar, Julian calendar, happens 2 weeks later on January 14th. And that officially marks the end of holiday celebrations for all Russians. I hope you've learned something new about Рождество. And before I say до свидания, let's learn to say Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas in Russian, с Рождеством, or you can say с Рождеством Христовым, or if you simply want to say Happy Holiday, you can say с праздником. Thank you for watching this video. Спасибо, с Рождеством. Please let me know in the comments below which fact you found to be the most interesting or surprising. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel not to miss any fun new videos in the future. Пока-пока!